Okay. Hello. I think you can hear me. Hold on, let me see if I can test this out via Facebook or hold on, let me see. Just trying to check everything real quick. Oh, okay. So yeah, the the what's the name is working on here. Um the voice. I'm going over the Facebook right now. I'm looking at the Facebook, trying to see if it's the sound's working. So the sound is working. So just want to just welcome people in. Sorry for being a bit late. Um, it's 4:05, so um, and just want to say welcome. This is hopefully we'll be starting these every 2 weeks. Try to at least, especially at least do one a month, but um, one to try to do these every 2 weeks, just to make sure that we keep people up to date with what's going on and everything. So, uh, welcome. My name is Indigo Led. I am the treasury and the social media coordinator of Strive. Um, this is Strive Sundays. It's just going to be like um, an hour long, just video or hour long live stream of just us talking about local news or us talking about what Strive has been doing recently. Also, maybe bringing up some news articles as well. Um, if anybody has any questions, you can ask them in the chat. I'm not sure where the two people are coming from right now because we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So you can catch us on those. Why we're not on Instagram? Instagram is a little bit more difficult to get on. It's you gotta with StreamYard anyway. You kind of gotta go through some hoops and ladders and stuff like that. We try to work on that a bit more. You have to make the Instagram professional. I think a professional Instagram. I think we've done that, but I'm gonna keep on trying to work on to try to make sure we get Instagram on live stream as well. Uh, and then another reason is Instagram's live stream. You can't. It's harder to get articles with your face at the same time, whereas with Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, you can with this program we have. So that's another reason as well. But Streamyard does have a it does have a thing you can connect with Instagram, but there's just a little bit more to do. And I was kind of scrambling a little bit. I if you have been watching, if you've watched me do this before, I have moved. So this is the apartment I live in now. I live in with fabulous roommates who are actually sleeping right now. So I'm gonna try to not be so loud. Uh, but uh, so because originally I was living with my parents, but now I'm living here. So it's really nice. I'm back in Pensacola because before I was a little outside of Pensacola, Florida, and in Cantonment, which is like right outside of Pensacola. It's easier to get to work. Still want to move back to the library here, but I work as a librarian, but in another county, and I would love to move or love to work back, in a library that's in this county. But that'd be neither here nor there. But anyway, um, so yeah, welcome to Strive Sundays. I know I said that before, but so I would say last week was Trans Day of Visibility. We did um, we were at CC Store Sucks, which was on, I want to say it's on Beverly or Brent Lane. It changes, but it was a nice event. It was on the 31st last Sunday. Um, I made a quick video of that. So if you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and you want to go check that out, we had like about 6 or 7 vendors. I want to say at least like 50 to maybe 100 people showed up, 50 to 75, I would say. Um, it was a good event. And we showed up and showed out. We maybe uh, I think we did really well there for our organization, and it was good. So we did that as well. Yesterday there was a an abortion rally downtown at the uh, courthouse. I want to say it was at the courthouse. Strive was a part of a group, so it was a Strive, PSL, DSA, and I think I forgot their names. I'm so sorry. They were part of the just a women's organization that was there, but you check that out on Instagram. I wasn't there for that event. I wish I was. We could have had a video, showing the event. I just was just tired, but Shannon was there and Robin was there, Robin Blinn. So they were both there and they both did speeches and they were both great. So, um, uh, and also Shannon will be at our Strive meeting. They're part of they were there for the abortion rally, and they'll be going over. So if you're in the Pensacola area, every Wednesday we meet at Black Coffee and Cafe, which is on MLK. If you're coming on off the highway, it's literally like right at the fork in the road between Davis and I think Fairfield, or Davis and whatever, that fork right there. Um, but just look up Black Coffee and Cafe. We're there every Wednesday at 6 p.m. We do 1 hour meetings, usually 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, and we go over certain things of just what Strive has been doing. We also go over what we're going to continue doing. We also do like uh, a monthly fun event. We're thinking about going to the beach. A lot of the people want to go to the beach, so check us out there. We are also on Discord as well. So if you want to message us on whatever platform you're on right now, if you're on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or X, sorry, X, they transition, but uh, but if they're on X, um, just message us and we'll send you the link to our Discord. We have a bunch of different channels on there that range from aspects of just talking about theory, uh, just talking about good stories that have come out, um, memes, just the plethora of different things that are on there's the general channel as well. So if you want to meet a community of fellow queer and trans people and also there's like a therapy channel. So a group therapy channel. So if you want to meet people who are very similar to you, or just and want to just be in community and talk with people, we also have a Discord as well. So join us on that. Um, so we're going to now, I said, go over some stories, um, and we'll just go from there. And let me check. So I usually for since this is the first Strive Sunday we've done in a while, I'll just basically we'll just go blank over these stories and just show you a website that I look at through either post stories on Instagram and Facebook, and just one good website that we use, which is Them Magazine. So Them Magazine, I forget when they came out originally, but they've been around for a minute and they post really good up-to-date stories about what's going on in the queer and trans community, from ranging from celebrities all the way to like politics. And so they really do have a good plethora of stories that you can go to and read and keep up with what's going on with the trans community. Obviously, you can use Google as well, but with Google, unfortunately, sometimes You get a lot of let me there we go. You get a lot of um trying to move the camera. You get a lot of kind of the salacious stories. You kind of get the obviously Fox News will show up first thing, and then you'll get whoever's trying to attack us this time. Sometimes you'll get a good story in there, like one of the South Carolina basketball coach saying that, hey, if a trans girl, if they're a girl, they're a girl, and as long as they're a girl, they can play. You'll get stories like that that'll come through, and it'd be good, like, oh wow, wow. But then also you'll get one that's like bathrooms. We can't allow. Like, okay, so so it's more depressing than it is uplifting, or at least stories where there's some sort of um, conversation that can enlighten, can give you some more information about our community, or even just articles that could give you something that like you can give back to your parents or your friends or whomever, and be like, yeah, all right, I can give this to my dad or my mom or my sister or brother or cousin, and they can read this and understand more about our community. No, it's usually the salacious stuff that they use to bash us over the head and try to use that to fearmonger, to get people to be for the legislation that's against us. So that's something. But let me get to these articles real quick, or let me get to this site real quick. Let me. All right. Still kind of new with this StreamYard, even though. Hold on. Okay. Oh, good. Y'all can see it. Okay, this is great. This is great. I love this. Okay. All right. So this is what. Okay. So this is what the magazine looks like. Let me make this a little bigger for y'all, if I can. Where's the thing yet? Usually there's a thing on here that goes like, you can. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Well, dang. Okay. All right, 150 should do it, I think. I know people can't see that well. Some people can't see that well. Anyway, so you can see you can sign up for their newsletter. Um, like I said, the magazine has like news, culture, entertainment, style, community, answers, advice, shop, and videos as well. It is a great, I would say, it's a great starter site for a lot of queer and trans people who are either just coming out, or they're just wanting just information, or anybody who's like, if you want to send people who are just cis and straight, whatever, no matter whoever, anybody. I think anybody that wants to learn more about our community, I think Them Magazine is a solid starter website for people um, who wants to learn more about us, and people who are queer and trans, who want to learn more about our community. Um, I just think just because they provide really good solid articles, and they give you good information about what's going on today. Obviously, in your local communities, you may have more information there. Unless it's a bigger story, they may bring that up. But most times, it's either about state laws, or about like I said, what you call it, celebrities and things like that. So just scrolling through, for example, there is like TV and movies, a film and drag queen seeks revenge on her closet attacker. That's based on that. Let me go down. My bad. I went back up. Oop, hold on. You got like Our Bodies Our Choice, um, which is obviously about trans day visibility. You got this main one in the middle, Chef Marcel Giafram, Everything is for Palestine, um, which we might go over that one real quick and see. You have Style. This queer knit brand is unraveling fashion industries, gender binary, and then you have, unfortunately, like stories that are, more to uh, unfortunate situations in our community where you have like news. Mirex's Marina, a 24-year-old Latina trans woman killed in Los Angeles. So, they give you a range of stories from fashion to news to culture and things like that. So, um, I do think that if you are trying to, like I said before, you're trying to provide yourself or anybody else a site that they can go to, it's them magazine. So, and this story here about the unfortunate trans woman that killed in Los Angeles. On a side note, it shows you that we still have a long way to go, but then also it shows you that you don't have to be in a southern state or a midwestern state to be discriminated against as a trans woman or a trans person. So, or queer trans person. So, I mean, she's killed in Los Angeles, which is California, which is one of the most, if we're going to go two-party system, one of the bluest states, if not the bluest state, one of the bluest states, I'll say, in the nation, and one of the most liberal states in the nation. While it does have, better health care for trans people and maybe a bigger community, you could obviously still be, attacked or killed and discriminated against, even in LA. So it's not just the South or the Midwest, like I was saying before. Culture, like you have Welcome to the Club Short Bus, where queer sex party meets at a cabaret theater. Just fun little stories throughout, and fashion stories. But let's go over. Let's do the community one. Let's try the for Chef Marcel G from Everything Is for Palestine. Let's just go for that one, for example. And now, what I usually try to do with these stories is try to I usually skim over them first and everything. But for today, I was kind of rushing, so um, we're gonna basically go over this together. We're going to uh, and show you what's going on with the story. Um, so that's so okay. So we have, and I usually try to highlight areas so people can see, and then make it bigger so that people. This is to make it bigger, son. But anyway, um, this to show people because I know people the print's so small. Oop, that came up. It'll come up for you right there. But let's just go through it. Tender. So we'll just give you the beginnings of this. I usually try to highlight so people can see what I'm talking about. So Marceline GF has a knack for preservation. Their prep kitchen doubles as a lab with rows of sauces and condiments at different stages of lacto formation. Slender green okra floating in bream cauliflower florets, tinted with a golden hue from turmeric root, miniature eggplant sliced and tossed in shada, I guess is fermented. Oh, Palestine hot pepper relish, plump dates suspended in a honey and orange blossom syrup. Let me keep going. There we go. Airfram saves time without taking shortcuts by using lacto bacteria that work around the clock to develop complexity and preserve raw produced to be enjoyed long after the season has ended, all while harmoniously melding the Palestinian and U.S. foodways that shape our culinary imagination. So he's obviously cooking things up, cooking in the. I was gonna say cooking in the pot, but we're not doing that. All right, so um, let me just skip this little part here. Well, he says something here. Never mind. The formation process goes into practically everything I do. Afram says, and I think that's where there's something really beautiful about watching who it becomes. So, oh my bad, I done skipped up too much. There we go. but he's worked in the restaurant for 2 decades. Let me just skip some of this. Try to get to some of the most important points of it, because usually what I try to do is like point out some of the. Yeah, so we skipped a bit, but I'm just gonna go to this part here because this is the kind of the point that I was hoping the article was going to make. Shortly after Israel's catastrophic bombardment of Gaza beginning in early October, Afram and his fellow Palestinian chefs Rahim Azil, Omar Anani, and Abir Najjar launched I butcher those names, and if you're of Palestinian descent or if you're Arabic, um, let me know because I sorry, you know, uh, part of Black and Brown solidarity is trying to get these names right. But I just keep it real. Um, Launched Hospitality for Humanity with community organizers Or Rise and Kimberly Childs soon on FIG, a Brooklyn-based food equity collective. Together, they co-authored a pledge for food and hospitality industry workers to publicly demand a ceasefire and to support the boycott, divestment, and sanctions (BDS) movement. Um, Let me go down. The The pledge has garnered 1,177 signatures as of this writing. They also created a digital toolkit, and usually with them as well, they'll link. You'll see that little line there. For people who may not know, but there's usually like they'll link other either articles or other. They'll link in this case, you know, or not in this case, but some cases like a GoFundMe or whatever the situation is, they'll link to that. So if you want to continue helping this person or continue helping a cause, they'll have a link to something else in the article itself. So with reading these articles, I think it's also good to look at that as well to understand like, more to because a lot of people will read these articles and be like, I want to help, but I don't know how to do that. And then the article kind of just ends. Some of these articles in them, they'll give you that little bit extra. Um, so anyway, let me go back. The pledge has garnered 1,177 signatures as of this writing. They also have created a digital toolkit to compile action items and provide education on Israel's weaponization of food and its hunger against Palestinians. A lot of times, what we've been seeing in the Israel-Palestine conflict has been Israel holding back food. There have been, unfortunately, Israeli people who have like gone to the Egyptian and Palestinian border and or the Israeli border, I think it is, and have blocked like the trucks that are coming. They're trying to come through Egypt. There have been videos of this. You don't believe me? You can look it up. But anyway, um, let's see. I'm going to read this part here. So, following on the heels of the pledge, the activists organized a month-long dinner series in Brooklyn called Tahaman, meaning solidarity in Arabic, to bolster the support for Palestinian chefs. Throughout each dinner, the chefs contextualize the foods they serve um, in relation to BDS, broader resistance to imperialism internationally, and Palestinian food sovereignty. In preparing and serving Palestinian food, Afram calls attention to the harsh reality that Palestinians in Gaza are being starved to death by the Israeli blockade and violently cut off from access to food that sustains them. So, um, so we, like I said before, we're saying before. Let me see if there's any more. Yeah, we talked about that. Actually, let me see if there's any more. Yeah, this is a large article. Because I was just trying to go over with you just like a basic article. What's going on? Let's see. Where's the end of the article? So sorry for going over this so fast, but I was just trying to give y'all like a preview to this site and like what the articles kind of look like, and um, kind of the rhythm and the cadence. Well, the cadence is coming from me, but the rhythm of how they kind of post these things. All right, let me read the last little bit for y'all, and then we'll jump to another article. Um, let me see. Okay. So, in the movement of a free Palestine, Afram has found community with others who organize not in spite being queer because of it. The point is especially significant in the light of the propaganda campaigns that aim to leverage allegations of homophobia to undermine the solidarity of the Palestinian struggle. Since Israel's bombardment of Gaza began in the wake of the October 7 attacks, Afram has seen these talking points proliferate online as Zionists and liberals, you heard that anyway, liberals ignore the experiences of queer and trans people of queer and trans Palestinians living under occupation. Look at that, pink washing, yay for everybody. No, uh, but yeah, so this is what's happening. Like the one of the main arguments that when October 7th happened was, you see it from like Bill Maher all the way through, even on MSNBC and stuff like that. They will immediately label, they're like, well, you guys support Israel, but you know, if you went to Palestine, they would attack you too. And I'm like, but there are also queer and trans Palestinians in the country that are being bombed by Israelis too, and Israelis don't have gay marriage like you think they do. They don't like it either. So it's like, I don't understand. So when we look at these things, we have to understand that like it's projection. A lot of it is projection, and it's ugliness. It's just terribleness that you're like throwing queer and trans Palestinians under the bus to further an agenda, um, of Israel in this case. So um, you have to really like, you know, research these things and take a look at how people are saying things and why are they saying them? What's the intent behind like what is being said by this person, and not just take it at face value. Even what I'm saying, if you look at this and go like, well, I don't believe this, let me go look it up. Please, you know what I'm saying? By all means, because I don't want people to take what I'm saying. I want people to take what I'm saying and try to understand it, but I don't want you to be like, I'm the only voice. I want you to like go look at look at other information as well, and gather it up and then read it, and then let it, like Chris Rock, you said, let it swirl around your head a little bit, and then like let me make a decision on what's going on with this situation. I think your conclusion will be similar to how we think, but who knows? But I just think that, a lot of people, especially a lot of young people, they're looking at the situation and going like, yeah, there's a genocide happening. And this is, and you using queer and trans uh, people as a argument against what we're doing, what we're protesting against, is very ugly. Um, and so I think that's something important to think about. So um, I think this is the last little bit of the article. Yeah, let me go over that real quick. What am I? Okay. Footage. Let me do this part here. Oh, this is long. Okay, well, and it doesn't. Okay. You know what? We're just going to just scroll down as we go. All right. Okay. The footage emerging from Gaza today parallels the stories inherited from older generations, only now the world is watching. A Nakba, so if you don't know what the Nakba is, um, there's once again there's a link. So I think also with them as well, they put links in there about they probably will send you to a um, they'll probably send you to like a link to like Wikipedia or something like that. Maybe not Wikipedia, maybe a little article on it. But in short, the Nakba was, I want to say, it was post World War II, but it was like right around the 40s or 50s, where as Israel, as Israelis or people that started moving into Palestine, the U.S. and British government, especially the British government, but ours too. We weren't we're not expelled from this. Um, we started to try to move the Palestinians out of those areas of what you see now as is Israel. So and then that the Palestinians tried to fight back, and unfortunately they were a lot of them were killed because of it. It's their home, and they tried to fight back, and unfortunately because our westernized government is on the side of the Zionist. Um, they took over, and unfortunately the genocide of that day. Some Palestinians left. That's why you see some Palestinians here in America and other places as well. Um, Generationally, um, and so that was what the Nakba was back then. It was kind of what's happening now, but like at least back then, somewhat they had a chance to go like, well, okay, we out of here. But now they don't have the chance. We gotta leave. Exactly. So anyway, so it was a terrible moment in history, like what's happening now. So um, so that's what that is. There's more information on the Nakba, articles and other information on it if you want to read on that. But anyway, Afram finds hope and determination um, of their people to survive and the dedication of showing the world the truth. The resilience of the Palestinian people is so real. I think the world is learning from us, he says. Okay, let me. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. And I'm going to read the rest of this. If that person who just lost everything still has a fight in them, then I can pick myself up and be a part of this fight, part of this fight of greater liberation too. As our video conversation comes to a close, Afron's eyes glisten with emotion. The feelings surrounding these unimaginable bleak times are gnarled with pain passed down from generations. Yet, as Marcel Giafram, the road ahead couldn't be clearer. For me, everything is for Palestine. Everything is for Palestine. So there was a video. I guess there was a video on this as well, which is nice. But like I said, there's an article. So if you want to read more of this, I think it is the actual head article of the top article of them. Right? Yeah, it's the top one right now. It was just made April 1st. So yeah, that. Oh, keep on giving me that. Yeah. So you also have one down here with Uganda's constitutional court has upheld the country's kill the gay laws. Um, that one's a bit more deep, and I probably would have to do a whole thing on that one because, oh my god. But anyway, with Uganda's situation with their gay laws. But let me find another story that is. Let me see. Let me go over news. Let's try this. So you can click on news, for example, and it will just give you just straight news stories. Or you click on culture, give you straight culture stories. Um, and then you have the one about the death of Next Benedict. Um, the unfortunate, and then this new settlement on rules for the Don't Say Gay law. We we went through that through our meetings. We can go back through that if people want to learn more about that. Hey, Crumb's good. Okay, let me go back. I was trying to find a story that was more like I don't know how to explain it. Well, since Trans Day of Visibility just happened. Let's do the Our Bodies, Our Choice. So let's go over that. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. So you have Our Bodies, Our Choice. For Trans Day of Visibility 2024, them shares the call to action, uniting luminaries from Gabrielle Union Wade to Miss Major around a single existential goal: bodily autonomy. Now, if you don't know who Gabrielle Union Wade is, she is the wife of, well, Gabrielle Union's an actress. Let's go over that first. She's a actress that was pretty big or somewhat big. I'm not going to insult her like that. That's not right. She was popular. Let's just say she was popular late '90s, early 2000s. I'm trying to think of the movie she was in though. That's it. Oh, okay. But anyway, she's a popular black actress in the late '90s, early 2000s. She married Dwayne Wade, who is a former basketball player for the Miami Heat, and they have a child, and their child is, I think it's I was gonna say Zendaya, but that's not. That's an actress. Zaya Wade. So Zaya Wade is she's a trans woman, a trans girl, um, and so she has they have been fully accepting of their child, and they have obviously taken backlash from um, unfortunately from the black community in some regards, but they've gotten support in other ways as well. That had to be a whole nother conversation on that one. But like that's who that is. And then Miss Major she was part of the um, Stonewall riots era. She wasn't there during Stonewall, I don't think Miss Major was, but she was part of that era of trans people who fought for um, the rights. And she also still fights to this day. Technically, I think she helps out queer and trans people who were in jail and gets them out and tries to help them find work, if I'm not mistaken. I think she was in a video doing that. But she, Miss Major herself has got to be like, let me look at the age of Miss Major real quick, because she is definitely like, um, she's definitely up there at this point. Let me see. That's what she looks like. She is, 46. What is that? Oh, it was right there. 83. Yeah, she's 83. So she's one of the last you know uh, fighters of that era, where a lot of them have passed away, unfortunately. So but we can just go over this article a little bit, just for the last little part, and then we'll conclude the live stream. um, and if you didn't see this live stream, it is being recorded, so if you are still watching, just let people know it's going to be recorded. And if you're on Facebook, we have subtitles. So I'm going to try to see if I can. YouTube subtitles are a bit harder. I think you have to actually have somebody go through, excuse me, and subtitle the whole thing on YouTube. But Facebook has automatic subtitles on there. I don't know about Twitch. I think Twitch does. It can. I'm gonna have to check it out as well, because I know people have harder hearing and are just easier, or they just think of me as like this anime Japanese, and they need the subtitle. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, this anime character who needs subtitling, but yeah. So um, there's that. But let's go over this article real quick. We got like 15 more minutes. Um, and I'll just kind of skim through again to kind of show you, more about the article and everything. So let me just do this. Okay. For this year's Trans Day of Visibility, we are issuing a historic call to action, joining the leaders of the fight of reproductive rights with legends of the trans liberation movement on the one slogan: bodily autonomy for all, bodily autonomy now. Okay. And then we go down here. Oh, Yeah, okay, there we go. With speakers ranging from Gabrielle Union Wade to Miss Major Griffin Grace, Samira Wiley, Chase Strangio, and Tarana Burke to Lily Wachowski, Our Bodies, Our Choice arrives at the moment where U.S. conservative lawmakers are working to simultaneously restrict access to family planning services and gender affirming care. In responses to these legislative attacks, we've brought together generations of organizers and storytellers to reflect a united front against institutionalized transphobia and sexism. Because they're because just as there are there's sorry because just as there are can be no trans Jesus Christ they they really did the anyway because just as there are can be no trans liberation without reproductive justice, there can be no reproductive justice without trans liberation. The success of our collective resistance depends on our ability to see each other not simply as allies, but as members of one movement, as siblings in the struggle, which is absolutely correct. Okay. And then it says, we'll go down there. Okay. So I'm guessing there's stories. There's videos. Okay, well, you know what? Let me skim through it. Yeah, it's not. We can just watch the video. Let's watch the Instagram video. Um, and we'll just go from there if it's gonna stay on this.
Bodily autonomy, the freedom to do with our bodies.
All right, hold on, wait.
Cis or trans, this is what we want.
To decide for ourselves.
No. Okay. Jesus. Okay. I'm trying. I'm trying over here. Okay. Let me go through their Instagram and then see if it pops up because that might be easier for everybody to see the full picture. I hope. They also have an Instagram. You want to check that out? I swear to God, where is the thing? You can't do this to me. Okay, you know what? Oh, you know why? Because the huge thing, the screen is huge. Hold on. Let me. All right. See, we learning around here. And I swear to God. Hold on. We might have to make this screen a little smaller so people can see it. Hold on. It's smaller than it should be. Okay. Is that gonna work? That works enough. Let me see on the Facebook thing real quick. Look at that, man. That thing is so big on there. Jesus. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so we'll play it and then we'll conclude the live stream there.
Ourselves, whether to transition,
have a child through IVF,
or to carry a pregnancy to term.
It is in opposition to this human right that conservative lawmakers have banded together,
but sometimes lethal efficacy.
As of March 2024, more than a dozen states have moved to ban abortion.
Meanwhile, the same leaders
are working to prevent trans people from receiving gender-affirming care.
What began as an attack on trans youth has increasingly become an effort to block transition at any age.
The writing isn't just on the wall anymore.
It's on the books.
They're coming for us all.
To stop them, we must tighten our ties.
We must solidify our solidarity.
We must join forces.
As trans organizers,
as reproductive rights advocates,
as feminists,
as storytellers,
as icons,
as parents,
as principled people, to proclaim my body, my choice.
To insist our bodies, our choice.
Our bodies, our choice. Our bodies, our choice.
Let's be honest, we don't need the future to be female.
We need the future to be free. That's the demand.
For pregnant people weighing all of their options.
For our beautiful trans siblings who model liberation every day.
Bodily autonomy for all.
Bodily autonomy now.
Oh, you know what? I think on StreamYard there is something I can make it to where it's just a full screen for that. Anyway, still learning. All right, so that there we go. So I think we're at 10 minutes left. If anybody has any questions, you let me know. Like I said, if you can't think, I mean, I'm the type of person who someone asks me a question or someone asks me about something and I can't think about it until like the day later. So a day or two later or whatever. But if you do have any questions for us, like I said, if you're on Facebook, message us. Your Instagram, same thing. X, same thing. YouTube, if you just put in the comments, I'll try to come back and see it. Like I said before, we strive, we meet. We're a physical organization. We take donations from the people. So we have Cash App. We also have PayPal as well. So if you'd like to donate to us, what that money does go to, it goes to trans people who need HRT, transportation somewhere, if we can get clothes, even sometimes right now we still have the emergency housing program going on. And so what that is, it helps trans people who are homeless to have a place to stay for a night or two, or as long as the person will have them. We vet both the person who is homeless. We also vet the person who is housing them as well. So it's not just this like, because obviously it is something where I can understand if you have a place to stay and someone wants to, you don't know who this person is. And, so we both try to vet both peoples to make sure that you are a good match for each other. And like I said, we try to provide the homeless person or the houseless person with things they need, so the person who's housing them doesn't have to like expend finances on them if they don't want to. And so we try to work with that. Anything we try to help out with is due to you. So like I said, we have Cash App, PayPal. We also have I forgot the call. What's it called? I have to remember it later. But those are our two main, PayPal and Cash App are our two main. Patreon. There we go. We do have a Patreon. So if you want to donate, like, if you want to donate just a little bit every month, we have little tiers from $5 all the way up to, I think, $50 a month. So if you would like to do that as well, that'd be, that's nice. Thank you. And to those who have donated to us through either events or just any time you felt like it, every time you had the money, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. You are definitely helping the queer and trans community in the Gulf Coast. We also have a resource list. So if you ask us for that as well, and that resource list has primary doctors, it has HRT doctors on it, and I think therapists and psychologists on it. So if you know somebody, or if you are the person who needs assistance with anything medical, we do have a resource list that covers Escambia, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and is it Walton County? I think it's Walton. So it's just the 4 first counties of Florida, the Florida Panhandle. So that's what we cover as well. Like I said, we meet every Wednesday, 6 p.m. at Black Cafe and Co. Black Cafe and Bookstore, sorry, which is on MLK Boulevard. So just look up Black Cafe and Bookstore on Google, and you'll see it. If you need assistance for that, we can try to help you get here. But a lot of people know how to use like Google Maps or whatever. So, but yeah. So other than that, like I said, if you are watching this on YouTube, or this will be recorded, so it will be still on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, not Twitter, sorry, Twitch. But on Facebook, we do have subtitles. So we'll have the subtitles up, and I'm hopefully, I don't know if your YouTube or your Twitch will have those subtitles up. I'll see what I can try to do about that, because I know people are hard of hearing. So, but other than that, if you have, like I said, if you have any more questions for us, just message us. We also have a Discord. Forgot to mention that. So if you want to, be part of a community of Gulf Coast community of queer and trans people who are, who are like-minded, who can help you out. There's different channels on there, general channels, helpful channels about theory, reading, socialist theory, even funny ones like meme channels and things like that, and event channels as well, which the next event's coming up and all that. Then you can meet and let us know on our whatever platform you're watching this on, and we'll try to help you. Or if you message us on Instagram or whatever, see what we're, hey, I want to get on the Discord. Okay, we'll give you the link, and we'll get you over there. But other than that, we got 5 people today. So it looks like 4 people on Facebook. Somebody's watching either on YouTube or Twitch. It would seem like about 5 or 6 people came through today and watched, and I really appreciate that. Let your friends know if you're on YouTube and Facebook as well. Please share this video and just get the word out. We're gonna make videos again. I'm gonna try to do this 2 more weeks down the line. Just every 2 weeks, I'm gonna try to get that pattern going. But no matter what, you'll at least get 1 per month, because everybody gets busy sometimes and we just miss one. But we'll make sure we try to get 2 a week, 2 per month. So it keeps you updated on what we're doing and what's going on and everything. But yeah, so I'm done talking for now. I've had a whole hour talking and things like that. But thank y'all for watching. Really appreciate it. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let us know, and we'll see you next time. Bye.